Welcome back to another video here on a certain topic. So today, before we jump on to the lesson that we are going to learn, let me ask you this question. Have you ever missed school days? Now, over the past 2 years, you haven't got the opportunity to attend regular offline classes. So have you ever missed school days then? Okay, you should give your answers here. How do you feel when you're at school? Now, you do feel something when you're at school, so you can also describe and answer this in like 30-40 words. And then the last question, which is better, school or home? And give your reason here why. So these are some of the questions that I've asked, and I want all of you to write these questions down in your notebook and answer them, okay, by yourselves. Now, you know that we're talking about school, so let us read a poem about a boy who studies in a school and who's unhappy. So the schoolboy in the poem is not a happy child. What makes him unhappy? So we'll find that out. Why does he compare himself to a bird that live in a cage? So the schoolboy here is comparing himself to a bird that lives in a cage and not to a bird that lives in the open atmosphere. And also he's comparing himself with a plant that dries when it should bring fruit, right? Withers means when something dries or fades away, and blossom means when a plant or when a tree brings fruit, when a plant brings out its flower. So he's comparing himself to all these things. Why? We'll find that out. So today we will only read the poem, okay? I'll recite the poem and I want you to recite it after me if you can, or not, then record a poem recitation and then share your work to me. So, I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spent the day in sighing and dismay. Ah, then at times I drooping sit and spent many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through with the dreary shower. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? O father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? William Blake. So as I said, you will recite this poem and record the recitation and share it to me as a part of your homework, and you will also note this poem down in your notebook, okay? You can draw the sketch of the boy if you wish to, while you note down the poem. Now this is the third part and the last part of your today's work, and that is glossary section. So glossary means words and their meanings. So you see two words and a phrase here. So nipped, what does it mean? The meanings are here. Stripped, what does the words is? It is stripped when you remove something. Plants stripped of joy means joys are removed from the plant. So if joys are taken away means you take something away from someone so that the other person doesn't have it. So likewise, you will write down some new words here and their meaning and definition right next to it, okay? So you will do these 3 steps. 1, you will answer the questions that are at the beginning of this video. Secondly, you will recite the poem and note down the poem in your notebook. And third, you will make this glossary section in your notebook. I hope you understand this. In our next class, we will discuss the poem in detail. I'll explain the poem to all of you, and then we'll see the rhyme scheme and some poetic devices there in the poem. So as of now, we are done. In case there's any question, feel free to ask. Thank you. Take care.